Hello and welcome to Digi8.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on work-life balance. Now let's start with what is work-life balance. When a person's work life and personal life requirements are prioritized equally, a counterpoised state of work-life balance is achieved. Escalated responsibilities at both home and work, longer working hours, and being parents are prevalent factors leading to a substandard work-life balance. The concept of work-life balance indicates that time is required for another part of life along with work, irrespective of it being personal interest or interest related to one's family. A crucial aspect of a work environment that is healthy is work-life balance. Stress can be reduced and burnout can be prevented if a work-life balance is maintained in one's place of work. A healthy concern that is very common in place of work is chronic stress. Moving on, ways to create a better work-life balance. First, accept the absence of a perfect work-life balance. Realistic schedules instead of perfect ones should be sought. One might want to spend time with loved ones or be involved in hobbies on some days. On others, they might want to concentrate on work. Next, a job that one loves must be found. People will never be happy if they do not like what they do. Even though loving every part of one's job is not necessary, the job being thrilling enough to keep them motivated to work is important. In short, no Monday morning blues. Next, health should be prioritized. One's mental, emotional and physical health should be prioritized. Therapy sessions that people think might help them get over their depression or anxiety must be fit into their schedule. This must be done irrespective of them having to skip spin class in the evening or skip a few hours at work. Next, disconnecting oneself should not be feared. Space can be made for ideas and thoughts to build. Weekly stress can be managed by occasionally separating from the outside world. Completely taking one's hands off work and going on a vacation can sometimes be genuinely disconnecting. Next, time should be set aside for oneself and the loved ones. Work should not take up one's whole life even though one's job plays an essential role in their life. Hobbies or activities that make people happy must be prioritized by them. The fact that they were individuals before getting the particular job must be remembered. Next, establish work hours and boundaries. Thoughts about impending projects must be blocked and one must avoid answering work-related emails after leaving your office if possible. Using a separate phone or computer for work-related activities must be considered so that it can be turned off after work hours. Next, priorities and aims must be established and followed. The most productive hours at work must be identified in order to assign them to the most significant activities related to work. Phones and emails must not be checked every few minutes since they tend to divert one's productivity and attention and waste time. And finally, the most important of all, perfectionism must be avoided. Perfectionist propensities are developed by many overachievers at their early stages in life when after-school jobs, hobbies or school takes up all of their time. As time passes and complications in life increase, maintaining these propensities get harder compared to one's childhood or early days. Moving on to work-life balance examples. First, US cities with the best work-life balances in 2021. Kisi, the company dealing with mobile access technology, published a study that looks into cities fostering exceptional work-life balance. Information about work intensity, institutional support, livability, etc. were compared by the study. This is to identify cities globally and in the US that put maximum effort to meet the demands of their residents' lifestyles and turn cities into good places to live and work. Salt Lake City in Utah is ranked number 1 among the cities in America by Kisi. Even though Kisi did not include Salt Lake City in its 2019 study, it managed to score 100 on 100 on Kisi's index. Next, Spain to become the first country in the world to test a 4-day work week. As reported by Guardian, a work week spanning 4 days is to be tried out by Spain as an experiment. For 3 years, a work week spanning 32 hours without salary cuts will be enforced by the Spanish government. The Washington Post reported, the pilot program is intended to reduce employees' risk by having the government make up the difference in salary when workers switch to 4-day schedule. For organizations that want to take part in the program, approximately $60 million are to be invested by the Spanish government for the pilot project cost. Approximately 3,000 to 6,000 employees from 200 organizations are expected to be participating in the project. As stated by Iñigo Galvan, a Spanish political scientist and politician serving as a member of the 14th Congress of Deputies said, "With the 4-day work week that is 32 hours, we are launching into the real debate of our times. It is an idea whose time has come. Spain is one of the countries where workers put in more hours than the European average, but we are not among the most productive countries. I maintain that working more hours doesn't mean working better." And the final example of Microsoft. In Japan, Work-Life Choice Challenge 2019 summer was used as a medium by Microsoft to test a work week that spanned 4 days. Here Microsoft gave its employees off on Friday without cutting their salary. In 2019 August, a 40% increase in sales and productivity per employee was observed by Microsoft compared to the year before. However, according to the company, other aspects had also contributed to the development. The change was appreciated by more than 90% of its employees. There was a 23% decrease in the power usage observed by the company. Microsoft wanted to see if the employees' creativity and productivity could be increased by providing flexible work options that would allow them to rest, learn, and work shorter hours. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on work-life balance. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video.
Thank you and see you in the next video.